There have been a lot of really good demos lately. PT was incredible. I logged about 10 hours into the Super Smash Bros. 4 demo before the game came out. Oraz was one of the first main series Pokemon games to ever get a playable demo beforehand. Metal Gear Ground Zeroes was basically a demo for Phantom Pain, from what I can tell. And more recently, we had the Splatoon Global Test Fire, which I did a video on here. But none of these hooked me as much as the demo for Final Fantasy XV. And with the recent reveal of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, as well as the new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, I figure now is as good of a time as any to talk about this. So here's my first impression with the game. Huh, okay, well, I don't see what the big deal is. Just looks like another Final Fantasy to me. Oh! I was hoping for good things since the director of the game is Tetsuya Nomura, the director of my favorite game of all time, Kingdom Hearts 2, but I wasn't necessarily expecting good things since all I had seen relating to Final Fantasy XV before this was a cutscene of 4 guys riding around in a car, and this image of Sydney? Cindy? Okay, Nomura. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this demo. Immediately, there's this large open world for you to explore, which is super cool. It kinda looks like an MMO, but as soon as you get into a battle, that perception quickly disappears. They've finally gotten rid of the battle maps being separate from the overworld map, which I think was a logical progression for the series, considering the recent advancements in gaming. And they've totally done away with the turn-based system. I thought it would play more similar to Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and it sort of does, but it's a little dumbed down? I guess I can't really say that, it's just different. While Crisis Core and Kingdom Hearts in particular focused on more button mashing, in Final Fantasy XV you just have to hold the button corresponding to what you want to do and the character will keep doing it consecutively. While button mashing can sometimes be satisfying in its own way, holding a button down does make a little more sense for a game like this. Also, you can change it up quite a bit. Your main options, in this demo at least, are attack, special attack, evade, parry, use an item, or warp attack. The warp attack is a fun mechanic because it allows you to phase in and out all over the battlefield. So battling is fun so far. I'm excited to see how they push this system to the limits in the full game. There's no magic in the demo, so when they add that in, it could lead to some really complex battles. After running around a bit and becoming familiar with the battle system, you learn that the main focus of this demo is to hunt down this behemoth for the sake of a bounty that you'll use to pay off a repair bill for your car that was totaled. So you look for clues, and there's this little Metal Gear Solid sneaking bit that creates a huge deal of tension, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. Aside from the dramatic battle theme, this was the first time in the demo that I really appreciated the wonderful music. They brought back Yoko Shimomura, the composer for Kingdom Hearts, for this game, and man does it show. That girl does some wonderful work. So you try to take on the behemoth and that doesn't really work out. You're gonna have to get stronger if you want to take this guy on. So you visit the Chocobo farm, and by this point, if you're anything like me, you're getting a little sick of running around everywhere. Man, can't wait to ride that Chocobo.
What's that? Come around looking for a Chocobo ride? Well, you're out of luck.
Oh, I guess we can't. That's going to be a great feature to have in the full game, and I think this new world format will make the Chocobo a lot more valuable and useful, like how it was in the early Final Fantasy games, after how useless it was in Final Fantasy X. At the farm, you're tipped off about this goblin cavern that's supposed to have some good stuff in it, I guess. So you get there, and man, was this place a pain for me at first. But not too frustrating, I'd say it was a good difficulty. You get to the end and receive the Rama summon. Well, if you're anything like me, you want to use that right away. But it almost ruined the magic using the summon on these low-level enemies, so I suggest saving it for the behemoth. Okay, here we go! Wow. Well, I think that's a good place to stop. Also, I've got to say that I love that they actually bothered with the lip syncing and the localized version this time around, and I think it's worth mentioning that you can jump. I just love so many things about this demo. I love how the battle music changes when you're in the dark cave. I love the unnecessary Indiana Jones reference.
Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes?
I love that it gives you the option to instantly leave the cavern after obtaining the treasure. I love the way the food looks, and I love the day and night system. If you have a PS4 or an Xbone or know someone who does, try to get your hands on this demo. It's bundled with the Day 1 edition of Final Fantasy Type 0, and it's well worth your time. If you can't do that, then definitely check out the full game when it comes out. I know I'll be picking it up. Anyway, thanks for watching my quick little recap on the Final Fantasy 15 demo. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you come back and check out my other videos and share this with your friends. And yeah, thanks for watching. Episode Duscae. Duscae.
Phew. Well, put it in the books.